You know what we're dealing with at this point is, yes, still more accumulating snow, but just so much wind in the plains that's blowing the snow that stopped falling across the roadway still, but low visibility in the plains and some closures. I-70 is closed from East Denver out through Kansas into the border there, and then from Sterling into the Nebraska border, I-76 is closed, which we kind of figured that would happen, especially through the end of our forecasting yesterday, but it just is good to remind everybody. Now, Highway 50 is not closed or anything, but it's extremely snow covered. I was looking all the way out by like Fowler and east through La Hunza, Los Animas, into Lamar. There's active snow on the roads, and Kiowa County is seeing more of the same, more snow covering the roadways here. The connector highways up to the north from Kit Carson and then all the way back to Lyman, more snow on the road. So it's extremely dangerous to be driving east of I-25. Lyman's closed. Fort Morgan to Sterling, no closure on the I-76 corridor there, but it's still very dangerous. So there aren't very good routes to get you into Kansas or Nebraska if you had traveled that way today. Highway 50 is an option into Kansas, but it's just really, really dangerous. And like we said, getting to Nebraska, I mean, like you get along I-76, once you get past Sterling, it's closed. So you'd have to do smaller roads, which are even worse than what the interstate is. Blizzard-like conditions, we know that is still happening today, especially in the northeast corner of the state. Dangerous travel will remain that way all the way through the eastern plains. Will be cold and windy all day. And we'll be looking at some light snow showers trying to come back on Thursday night of this week. But really today's big story is whatever's left in the snow this morning, the winds and the cold all day. The winds are still gusting in a lot of places 30 to 40 miles per hour. Not as bad from Pueblo back to the Wet Mountains and in Canyon City, but to the eastern plains and down by Walsenburg and Levita, it's extremely windy. Now the wind gusts will stay what they are right now, basically through the first half of the day. So at 9 a.m., a little bit past sunrise, some of the strongest gusts, 40 to 50 miles per hour, will be Kit Carson, Lyman, and out towards the northern edge of the Highway 50 corridor. We know from noon through the end of the day, the winds start to die back, but it doesn't really get a lot more comfortable to be outside until the end of the day. But the problem is then it's super cold at the end of the day. Highs will be in the 30s and 40s with that constant dumping of cold air in from the north. Wind chills will be in the 20s and teens all day at their warmest. Now in the single digits, those lows are coming back to us the next few nights. Tonight, the low gets to 15, daytime high of 38 on Wednesday, and an Arctic front gives us a 28-degree high Friday with a little bit of snow trying to come Thursday evening. It just doesn't look like much there. Pueblo, we've got some 30s and 40s mixed over the next 7 days with some evening snow showers trying to come back Thursday night. In Canyon City, maybe a little evening snow Thursday, but really it's just cold and it's windy in the extended. Woodland Park, we could see maybe about an inch or two of snow Thursday night. That's on the high end though, and at a high of 20 on Friday, so that Arctic air settles in.